Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. May I extend a very warm welcome to all here today at St. Children's House, and a very special welcome to our bride and groom. On behalf of Joshua and Charlotte, I should like to thank you all for coming here today to share in this, their wedding ceremony. This place, in which we now met, has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. Can I ask you both to confirm your full names?
Joshua Rees Gilby.
Charlotte Tricia Shum. We're all here today to witness the marriage between Joshua and Charlotte. However, if there is any person here present who knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, then he or she should now declare it. Who gives this word and writes this man?
Aye.
Thank you, sir. Now, before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you both of the solemn and binding counsels of vows that you are about to make. Marriage in this country means union of two people, voluntary ended to for life, to the exclusion of all others. Joshua, will you promise to love and cherish Charlotte, whatever the future may bring? And Charlotte, will you promise to love and cherish Joshua, whatever the future may bring? I would now like to give our first reading, an excerpt from The Art of Marriage by Wilfred Allen Eason. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humour. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. Marriage joins two people who trust and love that they have found. It is a partnership in which each can grow and develop. It is a statement to those around them that they have found each other such happiness and fulfillment and love that they wish to share the rest of their lives together. Joshua and Charlotte have found each other happiness, fulfillment and love. And as a consequence of this love, they now wish to affirm their relationship and offer to each other the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made, and faithfully kept. So I'm now going to ask you both in turn to declare that you are legally free. I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason
of no legal reason
why I, Joshua Rees Gilby,
why I, Joshua Rees Gilby,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Charlotte Patricia Sheeran.
to Charlotte Patricia Sheeran.
I declare that I know of no legal reason why I, Charlotte Patricia Sheeran, may not be joined in marriage to Joshua Rees Gilby. Sooner or later, we begin to understand that love is more than verses on Valentine cards and romance movies. We begin to know that love is here and now, real and true, the most important thing in our lives. For love is the creator of our favourite memories and the foundation of our fondest dreams. Love is a promise that's always kept, a fortune that can never be spent, a seed that can flourish in the most unlikely of places. And this radiance that never fades, this mysterious and magical joy, is the greatest treasure of all, and one only known by those who love. You'd like to face each other and give that to us. Joshua and Charlotte, we celebrate with you today. We are glad to join with you in the solemnization of your marriage, to witness your vows and support you in your intentions for your future life together. Joshua and Charlotte are now going to make their chosen promises to one another. Charlotte, I promise to love you
Charlotte, I promise to love you
in good times and bad,
in good times and bad,
with all I have to give
with all I have to give
and all I feel inside,
and all I feel inside,
in the only way I know how,
in the only way I know how,
completely and forever.
completely and forever.
Joshua, I promise to love you
Joshua, I promise to love you
in good times and bad,
in good times and in bad,
with all I have to give
with all I have to give
and all I feel inside,
and with all I feel inside,
in the only way I know how,
in the only way I know how,
completely and forever.
completely and forever.
Let your love be stronger than your hate or anger. Learn the wisdom of compromise. For it is better to bend a little than to break. Believe the best rather than the worst. Remember that true friendship is the basis of any lasting relationship. The person you choose to marry is deserving of the courtesies and kindness that you bestow on your friends. Joshua and Charlotte, as you repeat the words of the writing vows, you will be kept as one. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you now to be upstanding. I, Joshua Rees Gilby,
I, Joshua Rees Gilby,
take you, Charlotte Patricia Sheeran,
take you, Charlotte Patricia Sheeran,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I, Charlotte Patricia Sheeran,
I, Charlotte Patricia Sheeran,
take you, Joshua Rees Gilby,
take you, Joshua Rees Gilby,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Now we now come to the exchange of rings, which is the traditional way of seeing the marriage contract that you just made. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning or end. It symbolises unending and everlasting love.
Which one does it go on?
Just step back a bit.
Which one does it go on?
You pop that on Charlotte's finger.
Don't put it all the way down.
Charlotte, I give you this ring
Charlotte, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and commitment to you,
and commitment to you,
now and always.
now and always.
What's that going on your finger? Gently lift it.
Ow!
I smacked it.
Got a crowbar?
No, this guy is hard.
I think it's Charlotte.
Oh, you won't get this on.
Thank you.
Joshua, I give you this ring
Joshua, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and commitment to you,
and commitment to you,
now and always.
now and always.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
I think we can let go now, can we? Should we let go now or what do you do?
No chance.
Oh,
This is a new beginning for Joshua and Charlotte. May you have many happy years together. May all your hopes and dreams be fulfilled. May you believe in each other, and may the warmth of your love enrich not only your lives, but also the lives of those around you. Joshua and Charlotte, you have both made the declarations prescribed by law, and you've made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses, family, and friends here today. And so, it now gives me great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations, you kiss your bride.
thank you. Where do we go now? Where do we go now? No, no. Only look beautiful.
Oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. And no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. No one makes me feel like you do, and no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better.
Well, thank you all for coming. It's been lovely to see you. Over to Josh.
Oh, he's pricking him. He's pricking him off.
Hang on a minute. Oh, do I have to do this now?
Come on, Josh.
Right.
Have a drink.
All right, Nan.
It's folded.
Right, thanks for those kind words there, Daz. Means a lot. Cheers. Right. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you. I tried my best to get drunk to try and get through this speech, and I hope you lot have too, because you all want to forget this part. I'm only joking. So I'm going to try and make the most of it, though, because I've been told that this is the last chance I'll ever get to speak for myself now that I'm a married man. Okay, so on behalf of my wife and I, I'd like to thank you all for coming today and sharing our day with us, especially those that have travelled a great distance knowing that they were going to be paying a fortune for a pint. That's commitment. You all look amazing, and it means a lot to the both of us that you could all be here today. I'm sure many will know events like today don't just happen. We've both been planning this wedding for well over 3 years now, and have had to move the date more than 4 times. Well, when I say we, I actually mean Charlotte. She's planned the entire day, from order of the day crate outside, to the favours, to picking the flowers, absolutely everything really. It's the best thing about being a bloke is that this wedding has seemed to have organised itself. But I think we can all agree she's done a fantastic job. To start with, I'd like to take this opportunity. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, Nan. Oh. Yeah, I know. To start with, I'd like to take this opportunity to say that unfortunately there are some people close to our hearts that can't be with us today. One person in particular is Charlotte's band, John. I know he would have enjoyed it immensely and been extremely proud of us. Our thoughts are with them, and we know that their thoughts are with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to absent friends and family. Oh, fucking hell. Right. So, I'd like to say the bridesmaids today look absolutely stunning. I'm sure you'll all agree. They've done an amazing job at keeping Charlotte calm and helped her to make it somewhere on time for once. Even Rebecca and Bethany. So thank you, ladies, for supporting my wife today, and a round of applause for all of them. I'd like to thank my best man, Ethan. Ethan is my brother, for those who don't know. But also my friend. I'd like to thank him for all the work he's done today, not losing the rings, getting me to the venue on time. But no, seriously, Ethan, you're a great friend and brother and the best man I could have chosen. Johnny, my groomsman, for showing everybody to their seats and giving me a good game of golf yesterday. We've always got on really well since day dot, and I look forward to calling you my brother-in-law. I'd like to say a thank you to both Darren and Jade and Claire and Aid for accepting me into their families and bringing up such a lovely daughter. And thank you all for making me feel so welcome. You've made it very easy for me to fit in, and I hope I can be everything you want from a son-in-law and more, and I won't let you down. I also can't let today go by without thanking my mum and dad for bringing such a handsome, funny, caring, lovable, intelligent, and most of all, modest son into the world. No, seriously though, thank you for all the love and support you've showered me with over the years. You've made me what I am today, and I know that has to make Charlotte happy because she's agreed to marry me. I hope I've made you both proud, and I love you both very much. Oh. Are you done yet? Fucking hell. Okay, so, finally, but by no means least, I suppose I should say a few words about the lady to my right, the star of the show, Charlotte Patricia Gilby, my beautiful wife. First of all, thanks for turning up. For a moment there, I thought you'd finally realise that old Joshy boy is punching well above his weight. Anyway, you haven't, and you're stuck with me now. All joking aside, though, I think you're a truly amazing independent person, and I've always thought this, as you know, and I can't even begin to tell how absolutely stunningly gorgeous you look today. When I saw you coming up the aisle, I realised how lucky I am. Then I looked at myself and thought, wow, I'm definitely getting the better out of this deal. You're beautiful just like your personality, your good nature, and you're the most selfless person I've ever met in my life, and I'm sure that everybody in this room who knows you will agree with that. It's an absolute pleasure to live with you, and I'm proud that you've given me the chance to be your husband, and I'm looking forward to spending my rest of my life with you, along with the adventures that will come our way. You're my rock, and I'm proud to call you my wife. So, without further ado, I'd like to invite you all to be upstanding once again, and to raise your glasses to my final toast to the amazing woman who made all this possible and who's done me the huge honour of becoming my wife, to Charlotte. Fucking hell. Right. I'm now going to pass you over to this bloke on my right. I don't really know him. I know his name's Ethan, that's about it. I was desperate for a best man, and I found him outside hanging about. I said to him if he said a few words at my wedding, there'd be free food and booze for him, and he said yes. So I got no idea what he's about to say, so just take it all with a pinch of salt. Thank you.
Right, I don't know if this is the speech or last night's Chinese order, but yeah. Right, these are a few words from Josh's best mate, Reese. Hello everyone. For those wondering who I am, my name is Reese, and in a COVID-free world, I would be standing in front of you all today, about to tear into our beloved Joshua. If you're trying to picture what I look like, I'm 5'11", brown hair, and absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to leave the jokes to Ethan today and keep this short and sweet. Josh and Charlotte, huge congratulations, you finally did it. Josh, well done mate, after all these years, she still agreed to marry you. How you have done that, I will never know. But you deserve it mate, you deserve the world, and you both do. We have been best mates since I can remember, and to be your best man today meant everything to me. It truly did. But the world had other ideas, and I accept that. But what I don't accept is you thinking you're going to get away with it without not having a real speech. Your time will come, mate, trust me. If someone said to me when we were both 17 years of age, we would be in our situations we find ourselves in now, both married, houses, myself expecting a child in a week's time, and you, the big man in insurance, I would have laughed my head off and said no chance. But we made it in life, mate. We really did. I'm so proud of our journey, especially yours and your journey with Charlotte. It's a testament to the man you have become and the example set by your parents, Phil and Jane, who I must say are two of the finest people I have the pleasure of knowing. You told him to write this, didn't you? So, Charlotte, thank you for making my best mate so happy and for mothering him all these years. I hope you have the day you've always dreamed of. I love you both loads and I hope you have the best day ever. All my love, Reese. Right then, I'd just like to start by laying down a couple of rules. Firstly, if you have a mobile phone, leave it switched on and keep yourselves entertained. And secondly, if anyone has any good jokes, quickly send them through. Right, good afternoon everyone. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today, especially those of you who knew that I'd be saying a few words. It's very touching that you still decided to come. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Ethan Gilby, Josh's favourite sibling. Sorry, Howard. The groom's little brother is mini-me. Well, actually, you can't call me that after my mum and dad decided that when they had me, to double the length of him. I did ask Josh for a bigger microphone, but he wouldn't sort me out because he thought I'd start rapping. And I was asked by Josh to be very careful with any content that may be a little risky, and in particular, remove any innuendos. So I just wanted to reassure you that I've been through it very carefully, but if I do come across anything I've missed, I'll whip it out as quickly as I can. Sorry, Nan, for this bit. Now, I know the bridesmaids and ladies has had their nails done and look lovely. As gorgeous as they are, the groom was a little too tight to get his done. And can I just say, I'm so glad that you don't wear your wedding ring on your thumb because you'd be fucked. Yeah. Sorry, Nam. I can't believe that you've gone from going to the toilet in my wardrobe at 2 o'clock in the morning and wet in the bed every Friday and Saturday night. It's a bloody good job I was always on top bunk for all those years. But to still doing it now when Charlotte throwing you in the spare bed. Even your reading material has changed, from those magazines with sticky pages to reading Philip Schofield's autobiography. Also with a few sticky pages. I won't go into detail, but after Josh's stag on Friday night, I hope the first dance is an Eye of the Tiger. Only these tall know that. If you'd like to find out why, you'd have to ask the groom. However, I do have a deal. Buy me a pint and I'll show you all the video. I've always looked up to my big brother, ever since I can remember. He has always looked after me and sorted me out with anything I've needed. Taking me to Cardiff every weekend to watch the football and taking me to Pockets with the boys for a morning of pool, which Mum didn't have a clue about. I must say, you have really guided me in the right direction, and that's down Bank Street, over the bridge, into the Glebes, and through the doors of the rugby club. Well, big brother, I must say how well you have scrubbed up today. and that's obviously down to me getting you dressed this morning. In all seriousness, you've done such an amazing job at organising today. The location, the colours, the decor. It seems as though you've even planned the weather. I must say, Charlotte, you have great taste. Even in your specimen of a husband. As I gaze across this table looking at this lovely couple, I'm sure it's a better view than what Josh used to have overlooking Cullion from our next door neighbour's roof. But the view of everyone here today is even better again. And of course, I haven't forgotten about all you sexy ladies. Woo! Mum told me to add that bit. Our bridesmaids, Becky, Rhiannon, Bethany and Ingharad, I must say you are all looking fabulous. And what can I say, Charlotte, from head to toe, you look stunning. Josh will be punching for the rest of his life. You two are perfect, and I'm so proud to now be able to call you my sister. Oh. I hope you've all had a lovely time so far and continue to have a fantastic time as the evening goes by. I'd also like to apologise if I in any way have ruined that in the last 5 minutes. Now can we all raise a very special toast to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Gilby. Mr. and Mrs. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Oh, thank God for that. Sorry for the swearing now.
Right, I don't know how we can follow that. Well done, Ethan. Well done, Daz. Well done, Josh. Right. First of all, I have to praise Charlotte and how beautiful, how stunning you look. How lovely the bridesmaids and the lilac tie brigade. You know who you all are. Unaccustomed that I am to public speaking, I asked for some advice. I was told, imagine the people you were talking to have no clothes on. My God, you want to see what I can see? I was asked to say a few words from Josh, Charlotte, and I accepted. I had one of these from one of them. And I had one of these from another one.
Right, shut up now. It's my phone.
I'd firstly like to say how pleased we are to welcome Charlotte into the Gilby family. And a big thank you for changing Josh for the better since your Bristol trip to the beer cellar in 2013, I think. I was listening to the service we had earlier on, I nearly said this morning then, my take on marriage. When I put pen to paper, I wrote this down, if it helps. Marriage is like a squeeze box. That's an accordion. It's secured by two parts, the two hands. And the two parts must work together. At times you will be very close, and others not so close. But you have to work together to make it work and make it a success. And you will make beautiful music. That's my take on marriage. I also wrote a poem. I wrote 2 poems, but I'm going to read this one. The new Mr. and Mrs. Gilby. It's only just begun. Ivory lace and promises. A kiss for luck, and you're on your way. So many roads to choose. You start out walking and learn to run, sharing horizons that are new to you, watching the signs on the way. Talking it over, just the 2 of you, for now. Working together day to day, and when the evening comes, you smile. So much life ahead, you'll find a place to grow. The new Mr. and Mrs. Gilby. Now the serious bit. As previously mentioned, as we all know, this is not the original plan. Hence restricted numbers and restrictions due to COVID. So we are the honoured and lucky ones. Here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Josh and Charlotte. I'd like to take a few moments now and think of those who should be here today. And those who we're just thinking of, now we can say they are with us today on this beautiful occasion. Now, please raise your glasses and toast to absent friends and family. The second toast to the lovely bridesmaids, Becky, Rhiannon, Bethany and Harrod. To the bridesmaids. The third toast to the Lilac Tie Brigade. Charlotte's dad, Daz. Best man, Ethan. Johnny, the groomsman. To the Lilac Tie Brigade. I've got to add one in today. We've got 2 more toasts to go. But if it wasn't for one chap who's kindly with us today, things could have been a little bit different. So I'd like to thank Carl for his support earlier. I'm going to leave it at that for now. Any questions? Carl can confess. So I'd like to raise a glass to Carl. And finally, what today is about, the bride and groom, Josh and Charlotte, the new Mr. and Mrs. Gilby.
Patricia Gilby.
When I saw you coming up the aisle, I realised how lucky I am. You're beautiful just like your personality, your good nature, and you're the most selfless person I've ever met in my life. It's an absolute pleasure to live with you, and I'm proud that you're giving me the chance to be your husband, and I'm looking forward to spending my rest of my life with you, along with the adventures that will come our way. You're my rock, and I'm proud to call you my wife.